YouTube is covered in Bitcoin is a scam. Crypto is a scam. Run for the hills videos.
You get as far away from here as you can.
We have some of the biggest names in YouTube over the past year, like this guy, James Jani. You let me know in the comments section down below, is it Jani, like the epic music mogul, or is it Jani? How do you pronounce this guy's name? I don't know. You let me know down in the comments. 1.85 million subscribers. Pretty big channel. Crypto is the world's greatest scam.
What you're looking at, depending on who you ask, is either a revolution for the internet and countless industries as we know it,
like in all seriousness, I compare it to the internet,
or the greatest Ponzi scheme in human history. If the critics are right, then I suppose there's only one question that remains. At what point does the ticking time bomb go off?
I don't think this is an honest take on crypto. 4.2 million views on this video. I was looking through the comments, just looking at all the people. We see this, aged like milk, great work. But also just really interesting to see a huge account, MKBHD.
Crypto investing is basically all just gambling. It always just defaults to how much money you can make. And I need to know some other benefit. Something.
Yes.
I feel like an old person when I say this, but like, I'm skeptic.
I can tell that he's never said anything out of line to the government entities in his entire life for the way he handles himself, giggling and acting like there's no other reason for Bitcoin. Over the past 10, 20 years, everything a government can do, they will do to track you and silence you at the absolute perfect times. We saw this with the mass amount of electronic book burning during flu season. We saw this with the Patriot Act. This take that there's nothing to crypto outside of money is one of the most disgusting, short-sighted things that I could possibly think of someone saying, because they literally do not understand the fabric of society. Once the communication and open dialogue stops, that's when chaos begins, buddy. So if you take away the rights for people to be transactors, as Elizabeth Warren has stated that she's so against, then you ignite the fire at the belly of the beast that created this country to begin with.
So when I hear you say, like, they've never needed to do anything that's like past the government, I'm like, well, me neither. Like, what's something that like I would have to do where it's like crypto's the answer there?
There's been a loose definition of what is and is not a criminal or a threat to the country over the past few years, right? So now they've lumped in, less desirable goods as being something that they can monitor and actually stop the transactions of. And the less desirable goods is the right to the 2A. First, we had the First Amendment, the right to speech. It was only protected from having 2A and not letting the government have a monopoly on violence. Once a government has a monopoly on violence, then your ability to openly communicate is washed away. Slowly at times, if it's a more civil society it's coming from, or quickly, like we've seen in Venezuela.
Does cryptocurrency protect civil communication?
That's actually what got me into it. Yeah, it's built to have encrypted communication that cannot be stopped by government entities and that cannot be tracked. There is no reason for the government to know and have the right to know everything that you say. You are innocent until proven guilty.
Sure.
So that should remain the framework of our existing lives as well, not just within the court system. If they can deem you as a threat from things that you've said without actually having done anything wrong, just your viewpoints. I see this happening, and every single year since 2020, I've had exponentially more people in line with what I've been talking about for the last 10 years, and it feels really good.
All right, Drew teaches Jeremy about why we need to use crypto channel coming up soon.
The laugh was insane. It's almost like Marcus said the cookie cutter meme answer for crypto, and he's just like, ha, yeah, I've heard that one a lot. I agree with you. Marcus, if you somehow watch this video, do your research. Watch this guy maybe. Tune into the blockchain basement.
This guy has a lot of subscribers. Go to Marquise Brownlee, 18 million subscribers and 1,500 in videos. A lot of content, a lot of subscribers, calling it the best video of 2023. Pack it up. Well, that was put up 11 months ago. Let's take a look at what happened to Bitcoin since the time of this fantastically aged milk video went out. We have a 115% increase on Bitcoin since that day. And this is one of my favorite data points of 2023, is that a massive correction was on the way for Bitcoin. March 10th, Bitcoin was trading at $20,000. Absolutely incredible. What a steal if you look in retrospect, right? Now, we have since then gained 115% on Bitcoin as the day of this is recording. We're trading around $42,500 per coin. And we have on top of that, U.S. national debt is absolutely skyrocketing. We have the Treasury talking about some sort of, pause in printing that's never going to stop. They're not going to look at this debt clock until 2025. They've already made that clear. They don't care that we are literally inches away from $34 trillion in U.S. national debt. And the U.S. national debt is the price that our children are going to pay in the future should we stay tethered to this absolute Ponzi. Keeping people on the sidelines, making sure that they stay within the confines of traditional finance. Not only do they not have custody of their own funds, they are sitting there at risk of a full-on insolvency within regional and smaller banks across the country. And we have talking heads with 1 million, 20 million subscribers telling you it's a scam. I know crypto and Bitcoin is a newer disruptive technology, so there's a lot of people that are just going to remain on the sidelines, stuck in their ways. We have comments like this: "I'm so glad you're out there fighting these scumbags. Wow. Must do everything in our power to protect the elderly and the general public from these despicable scammers. You are a true hero, my brother." It's incredible to be called a scumbag for being excited to have custody and sovereignty over my own value. Now, beyond that, there's crypto that are scams. And that's why you need to follow us on the Blockchain Basement, digging through all of the dirty details to give you the alpha on which cryptos are looking legit, which cryptos actually are building, which cryptos have staying power. Within every batch of apples, there's a bad apple to be found. You can guarantee that. While not all crypto is just this amazing sovereign tool that we can reclaim our future with, there is a fundamental value in Bitcoin and the right of self-custody, and that cannot be denied. Is crypto a scam, or are we looking at one of the biggest inventions since the pen? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Smash that like if you love your freedom, and I'll see you soon.